Hey K-Bays, it's your girl Kate and we are back with another video. Alright, so as you read by the title, you already know what this video is going to be about. And if you clicked on this video, that means you want to know how to become a certified pharmacy technician. Stay tuned. When I decided to work in the pharmacy, I had zero knowledge on being a pharmacy technician. I had zero knowledge on medicine, brand names, generic names, interactions, dosage calculations, none of this. Like zero, zilch. I literally came in and learned everything hands-on. What inspired me to want to be certified was one, more money, and two, more opportunities. Like I said in my previous video, you do not have to be certified to be a pharmacy technician. All you have to do is be a registered, pharmacy technician, which means you're just registered with your state to work in a pharmacy. Being a certified pharmacy technician, you get to do a little bit more, and that's what I want. I was always told, if you're going to do something, do it well. So, the way I became certified, being that I did not go to school, so I didn't have any books, I didn't have any guidance, I didn't even know where to start to become certified because I didn't have an outline of what to do. Everything that I was learning at work was hands-on, would only be for, community-based pharmacy. So, the basics of typing up a prescription, knowing your basic, blood pressure meds, cholesterol meds, things that are going to be fast movers. Just knowing the basics of it. And, counting pills and filling them. And doing insurance information, which all that stuff you can learn hands-on. But in order to be certified, you have to take a national certification test where it's a serious test, okay, guys? So you had to know more stuff. You had to know about compounding. You had to know the laws of pharmacy with the regulations. You had to know your doses calculations, your brands and generics. But it's so much more in depth. So with that being said, I went to YouTube University. Everyone always calls it YouTube University, but it really is YouTube University. And bear with me, guys, because I just got this tongue piercing, so it's still healing. So I have a little lisp, and I'm getting acclimated to talking with it. But I went to YouTube University and I researched how to pass the Ptcb, which is the pharmacy technician certification test. That's what it is. I followed Amanda. I think it's Amanda PharmD. I don't know. I'll try to find it and link it in the description box below. But her page was godsend because she's a pharmacist and she literally just goes over everything. The top 200 drugs. She goes over dosage calculations. She goes over laws of pharmacy. And I dedicated 3 months to strictly her channel. Nothing else. At first, I was kind of going all over the place trying to pull tidbits from different videos until I realized like she has everything I need. Like she played a big factor in me passing. No book, just her, just her. So what I did was I went ahead. I went to the Ptcb site. I paid my money. I think it was $130. I went ahead and paid my money, and once you pay, they let you know that you have to book your appointment within X amount of time. So I booked it. They have to do like a little verification and make sure you are a registered pharmacy technician. And once they can prove that, then they'll give you the approval to go ahead and book. So I set my appointment. I set my scheduling date for my test. I went in November, and you have 3 months from your approval date saying that you can take it to take the test. After 3 months, it expires. You lose your money. You have to pay again. I set mine for February. So I had November, December, January, February. 3 months. And I buckled down. I made note cards with the brand name on the front, the generic on the back, its class, and the interaction that it has. And I would learn like 25 a week to learn the top 200. Once I got those down packed, I would put it on my TV and watch her videos and listen to you guys. I will have to link her video down below because she has it categorized by what you need, and then she also do quizzes on there, and it gives you time to answer it, and then she'll tell you the answer, and you'll be able to know if it's correct or not. And then she'll also go into detail about each one and what they are, so that you can know going forward. If you see it again, you can reference back, oh, I remember her telling me what this was on this previous slide. But anytime I would be at work, so I would do that. I would study when I went to the gym. I would mount the phone up on the treadmill, on the elliptical, and I would play her videos. Like, I was dedicated. I got off of social media. It was no Facebook. It was no Instagram. It was no Snapchat. None of these things. It was literally work, workout, and studying. Because you guys have to think, I had no idea what I needed to be studying. Well, wait a minute, bad. They do give you an outline of what it's going to be on the Ptcb, so you have a guideline. But when you have no knowledge of a subject or what you're doing, then it's kind of like, okay, you're telling me I need to be studying this, but how do I obtain this information to study it? So, I mean, like I said, it was stuff in community pharmacy that I would never touch bases on that was going to be on my test. But if I was at work, if I came across a drug that I didn't know what it was, I would ask my pharmacist, I would ask my coworkers, what is this? What does this do? What is this for? And that would help me retain the information. Now, I will say the test, it's a 90-minute test. I lied. I think it's 90 questions. You get an hour and a half to complete it. And I want to say 10 of them are non-graded. I can't remember, you guys, to be honest. But if you learn the top 200 drugs, learn the basic calculations, dose calculations, and the basics of the law of pharmacy, you'll pass. You'll pass. And in order to pass, you have to have at least a 1400. I think the highest you can get is a 1600. You have to get a 1400. and I scored a 1476, I believe it was. So I passed, y'all. But yeah, I really believe that anyone who puts their mind to it can definitely pass it. But it's gonna take some real dedication, like real dedication. Buckle down. Isolate yourself from other curricular activities, like we in school. But isolate yourself from, just other outside factors that will distract you. And you can do it. Like, you can do it. I would tell anybody, if you dedicate 3 months to just pure studying, and studying with Amanda, the pharmacist, videos, you'll pass. Hands down, you'll pass. I, on the 11th of this month, will make a full year that I've been a pharmacy technician. And 6 months out of the full year, I've been certified. Because I refuse to be non-certified. I just refuse to. Like, it wasn't even an option. I was in the pharmacy for 3 months. 3 months before I got certified. No, I lied. August, September, October, November, December, January. 6 months before I got certified. I'm sorry. I just said that. And then I just went back and was stupid. What I meant to say was I was back there for 3 months before I applied to take my state boards. And 3 months after that, I passed. So, yeah. That's not a real deal accomplishment. Like, I'm pretty sure... I ain't trying to pat myself on the back or toot my own horn, but yeah, I did that. And not only did I go in and become nationally certified, which means it follows me from state to state. So if I want to work in any state, my national certification follows me. I would have to register in that state because I'm only registered to be a pharmacy technician in Alabama. But say for instance, I wanted to be a traveling pharmacy technician because those do exist. I know some people don't know that. But say for instance, I want to be a traveling pharmacy technician and I want to work in Georgia. All I would have to do is just apply to get my license in Georgia because my certification follows me wherever I go. If I wanted to go work in Florida, I would need to apply to get my license in Florida, but my certs follow me everywhere I go. So, I mean, it holds a lot of weight and it's very beneficial. Like I said, you can work in the hospital, in the sterile compounding area, doing IV bags, formulating creams and ointments. It's just a lot, you can do when you're certified versus non-certified. But yeah, and I also inquired about how to become immunizing because I think I mentioned on the previous video as well that I was a certified immunizing technician. So I had to, of course, get certified for CPR. So I did that class, and after that, I did training with my pharmacist on how to properly administer a vaccination. And also I had to do some computer-based training as well. But, so we can give any vaccinations. COVID vaccinations, shingles, Tdap, flu, all that. Which again makes you more valuable. The more credentials behind your name, the more valuable you are in your position, which again, more money. So yeah, that's just my little tidbit on how I became certified. How I became a certified immunizing pharmacy technician. Dedicated a solid 3 months to literally studying. From any spare time I had, I studied. Okay, and I got it. I got it. If you have any questions in detail on how I became a certified immunizing pharmacy technician, please feel free to comment down below. I am going to also link Amanda video down below as well, because I mean, she was my teacher. She was my teacher. She was my book. She was my everything. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have passed. Yeah, that's it, guys. Like this video, comment down below, and do not forget to subscribe. And do not forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. I mean, where we get to 40 subscribers. My goal is to try to get 50 subscribers by the end of August. So help me, guys. Help us sister out, okay? All right. All right. Until next time.